The deity Tara is one of the most popular figures found in art, one of the most common figures depicted. And this is for many, many different reasons, but there's also many different forms of Tara. And the green form is considered the principal form. Tara appears as a female, 16 years of age in the bloom of youth, and peaceful in appearance, one face, two arms. The right hand is generally held across the knee in either a generosity gesture or with the palm slightly raised, fingers up in a fearlessness gesture. The right leg is extended and the left is drawn up as she sits on a moon disk and a lotus. So she wears peaceful adornments, heavenly garments. So this is really the main depiction of Tara, and this is how she is explained in the early texts. So really, to understand green Tara, we have to divide up and in really her forms into three categories. And it's simpler, it's more simple than the white and the red and some of the others, because we have a principal form, we have minor forms, and we have complex forms. So those are the three categories: principal, minor, and complex. So the principal form is as I've described, and she can appear solitary in a painting, or within the Sengdengnak, the sandalwood forest configuration, where it's three deities. So on her right side would be a yellow Marichi, and on her left side would be a blue Ekajati in a semi-wrathful or wrathful appearance. Then what we have is we have many different compositions of green Tara appearing with the 8 other forms of green Tara representing the overcoming of the 8 fears: lions, fire, snakes, drowning, false imprisonment, elephants, and such. So then we have Tara where she is the center. She is the main figure, surrounded by the 21 Taras of the Suryagupta or the Atisha 21 Tara tradition. So these are the main composition types we see for green Tara. This is really the main Tara when we talk about the Bodhisattva or female Buddha Tara, the deity Tara. Now, for minor forms, we have many different types, and some of them look identical to the principal form of Tara. We have different traditions. We have the Nyenlo Tsawa, we have the Kadam Lashi from the Kadam tradition, we have a Tara coming down from Shakyashri Bhadra. We have many, many different types of minor forms of green Tara, and they have much smaller practices and ritual texts. Now, the complex Taras. We really have only 2 main forms that appear in art. We have the green Tara with the 17 deity mandala. Now, this Tara is identical to the principal Tara, except she is embracing a consort, and the consort is a Mogasiddhi Buddha, and he's green in color, and the two are embracing, and they're generally depicted in mandalas. Now, the second main complex form that appears in art is the one-faced 8-armed Samaya Tara Yogini. And this form really was popularized by the Jonangpas and then later taken up by a number of different schools, but also by Situ Penchen, Chuki Jungne, and so we begin to get more art in the last few hundred years for this Samaya Tara with the multiple arms. So this basically is green Tara. There are many, many more forms, but often the forms do not appear in art. They appear in texts, ritual texts, but they're minor practices. These are the principal forms of green Tara.